So it is now Thursday.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, it's Friday.
No, it's not.
It's Wednesday.
It's definitely not Wednesday because we're at the zoo.
It's Kai Day.
So it is Thursday. And the last 2 days have been a bit of a blur. On Tuesday, little man didn't sleep well again. So we spent majority of Monday night he didn't sleep well. So we spent the majority of Tuesday recovering from said KOing or lack of sleep. Because I think this was day 4 in a row of only like 2 to 3 hours sleep for me. And Jason wasn't much better. I think he only got like 3 to 4 hours sleep each night. So we were both knackered. Absolutely shattered. So we decided to have Tuesday as a recovery day, and with the exception of actually looking after little man and seeing to his needs and me going to my BSL course, we spent the majority of the day chilling, resting and trying to nap whenever we could. Then yesterday, Wednesday, we went to Chester Zoo again and did another like 10,000 steps. We did get there pretty late because again, little man didn't sleep well again, causing us nothing but trouble at the moment with the sleep regression. But like I said, we did cover 10,000 steps at Chester Zoo, so we got some cardio in, I suppose, which was nice. And we also had a nice day out as a family and also with Simone, which is becoming a bit of a weekly thing now for us to go to the zoo on a Wednesday. Don't think we're going to be able to go next Wednesday. We will see. I doubt it though, because we're starting to run low on finances and petrol. It is now Thursday. We've had a much easier day. Jason has spent the majority of the day recovering because he still hasn't been able to get many naps in over the last few days. He basically just doesn't sleep through the day very well. He has to be absolutely exhausted to the point of collapse before he will take a nap during the day. And today was finally that day 5 in a row of bad sleep, and he finally found the lack of energy to actually crash and go for a nap. Little man did actually sleep through the night, so we've both got some sleep. Still not enough, but we got more than we've had the last few nights. I think I got about 5 or 6 hours very intermittent, very broken sleep, but I still managed to get about 5 or 6 hours. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Are you good? Hiya. He's been making the cutest noises recently. Hiya. You're 15 weeks old today. 15 weeks old. And he has been making the cutest noises. So adorable, cute noises. And it's like, I've heard babies make these noises before and make these like little squeaky sort of sounds. But it hits so differently when it's your own child. It hits so differently. It's just like 10 times cuter and just melts your heart when it's your own child that makes those noises. Doesn't it? Yeah. And you're not allowed to be on camera yet. You're not old enough to consent. So like I was saying, I did actually get a decent amount of sleep last night, but Jason was still recovering from several days of bad sleep. He didn't come to bed till like 2:30 in the morning.
Fell asleep on the sofa. You
did fall asleep on the sofa. I had to come wake you up. It's been a fun one. We ended up... Phone's going crazy. We ended up being late for the zoo because of that yesterday, which we didn't mind because one of the bonuses of being members of the zoo is it doesn't cost us a penny to get in. It just costs us money to get petrol to go there, which is a lot cheaper than having to fork out 40-50 quid every time we want to visit the zoo. So it works in our favour really. And it also means that if we get there late, we're not complaining about the fact that we've lost 2 hours when it would have cost us 40 odd quid, 80 odd quid for the two of us to get in. Zoos are not cheap these days. There's a very good reason for them to be expensive, but zoos are not cheap these days, especially not the big ones. But we had a lovely time at the zoo and we saw lots of animals. I did a bit of sign language practice. We got to see animals that we've not seen before. Every time I go to the zoo at the moment, I get to see one of the animals that I've not seen before, which is really, really nice. So last week when we went, we saw the baby sea otters and we saw the snow leopard and we saw the mongoose. I want to say the mongoose. Bless you! And yesterday we got to see a whole bunch of the naked mole rats. They've got a huge group of naked mole rats in there at the moment, which was very exciting for me when I got to see them for the first time. And then when we went yesterday, there was all a great big pile of them all huddled up together fast asleep. It was so cute. Bless you! And we got to see the baby tree kangaroo. Also, what was the animal we got to see yesterday that I've not seen before? The sun bear. Every time I go to Chester Zoo, the sun bear is never out, ever. And then yesterday they were putting food out and I was like, oh, the binturong's about to come out, because that's what happened when we went last week, is when they put food out, the binturong came out and did a bit of a foraging. But no, this time it was the sun bear. And they were basically, I think they said the sun bear is partially an insectivore. So it was running around trying to catch all these crickets, which was great because it meant we got to watch it actually foraging and doing some very natural behaviours, which was amazing. It was so cool. But yeah, that was the first time I saw the sun bear. And it was so small. It is so much smaller than I thought it was. It's teeny tiny little bear. And he's so cute. It looks like a giant teddy bear. Anyway, that's enough chatting about Chester Zoo. Today is Thursday. We have had a busy start to the morning because, as I said, we actually got a decent night's sleep, but we still were up at 6:30 when little man woke up. So I started pumping. Jason took over care of little man, gave him his breakfast, and then once I'd finished pumping, Jason was literally collapsing, and to be fair, so was I. But Jason has had much less chance to catch up on sleep than I have, so I sent Jason up to bed. So we agreed that Jason was going to go up to bed or catch up with his sleep, get a nap in, because I needed to go to see one of my old clients who I've been keeping in touch with, and unfortunately has cancer. I think I've mentioned her before. And unfortunately she is going downhill, so I do try and go and see her whenever she wants to see us. And we had a lovely time, and Jason slept all the way through until we'd actually finished at my old client's house and came home. So he got a really, really good nap in. I think he was asleep for like 4 or 5 hours, which he needed. He really, really needed. And then all afternoon we've actually spent sorting the house. We were debating whether or not to walk to the shops because we do need to get a couple of bits from the shops. It's like honey and eggs and like basic necessities. Or top up on the basic necessities. Because I have literally just done an entire pile of eggs. Look at the shells. Shells on that. Food prepping, because heaven knows I don't have time to cook every day. Right, I need to bring you guys over here. Chat chat. When I got back from Sonia's, Jason woke up, and instead of going in the shop, we decided we were actually going to sort out little man's bedroom. Because it is long overdue, and it was turning into a bit of a dumping ground for anything. Whoa, no, lost an egg! It was turning into a bit of a dumping ground for anything that we didn't need at the time, or for our washing or our laundry, should I say. Washing, laundry, clothing that we had washed and hadn't had a chance to put away. So we decided to sort out that room. We also went through little man's clothes and put away all of his 3 to 6 month clothes because none of them fit him anymore. He's gone through a mini growth spurt recently, so he's now comfortably in his 6 to 9 month old onesies, but he still has his 4 month growth spurt to go through, and he will be out of his 6 to 9 months within literally 2 weeks. So we rearranged his drawers and put away any 3 to 6 months and got a lot of 9 to 12 month out ready, because we're going to have to start using those very soon. We've not long finished that. Little man went down for a nap, so we've basically used that opportunity to put some laundry away. Another thing that's happened is we got a cot from my best friend Simone, because basically she got a big new fancy child cot bed thing for her son, and then was actually gifted one for free by one of her friends that no longer needed it. Now she will need it eventually because she is planning on having a second child. However, she doesn't need it right now and doesn't have the space to store it. So she said, well, you need it for your little man, so do you want it? Look after it, take care of it for me, store it, and then when I have my second in a year or two, I think they're going to start trying end of this year or maybe even end of next year, I'm not sure. But when she starts trying for her second, and when she has her second, I think she wants it back around the 4 to 6 month marker. So she will be getting it back then, once little one is a little bit older. So we have got it for at least 2 years, hopefully, so we need to take good care of it. But that's the plan for that. Because of that, little man now has his own little cot bed, and it is huge. Like, at the moment, he looks small in it, but I don't think he's going to look small in it for long at the speed he's growing. It is so cute, and we are so happy. And we've also got, someone gifted us, I can't remember who it was, but someone gifted us this blow up, like, circular chair that you can sit on the floor, and it lets them sit up and have a play. And he has recently started wanting to sit up a lot more. He's been trying to sit up for a while, but he's been very wobbly, where he's been starting to get a bit more stable and wanting to be up and wanting to look around. Blew that up and tried sitting him in that to give him a go of that, and he's so cute in it. It's so sweet and adorable, and I wish I could put his face on here to show just how cute he is in it. But no, I am being very stubborn about the fact that I am not putting his face on the internet until he can consent to it. I am respecting that boundary, but he is so adorable, so cute in it, and he loves it. So he sat in that while we put our laundry away, and then fell down for a nap. And then we've come downstairs and we are now sorting tea. I have just, as I said, finished prepping my eggs, so I have a nice big collection of eggs now ready for this week just to make food prep just a little bit faster. I still need to boil a shed load of rice. I still need to cook a couple of bits of salmon, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting better at this food preppy thing. I still need to do some bits. I still need to actually wash the bathrooms, but I think that's going to have to wait till tomorrow now. But little man is due to go for his bath and then go to bed in the next hour and a half-ish. Hour and a half, little man is due to actually go to bed. And then after he's gone to bed, I need to express. But then after I've expressed, I'm going to try and get some exercises in, because I was hoping to go for a run on Tuesday. It did not happen. Didn't be able to get sleep in. Couldn't do any exercise yesterday because Chester Zoo KO'd us again. But today, I hopefully have a bit of time after I've finished expressing and before we go to bed. So hopefully going to get some exercises in today. So it's now about 9:30 at night and I finished expressing for the night and I'm shattered. Unfortunately, I still don't have, or I haven't recovered from like the 4 or 5 days of nearly no sleep. I am absolutely exhausted and I do not have the energy to do anything. I just want to go straight to bed right now. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Don't know how well you heard all that. Jason's playing Soul Mask and he's currently in the middle of fighting a load of people, so all you can hear is slash, stabby, screamy, slicey, snuff dash. As I was saying, I don't have a lot of energy tonight. I am beyond drained, so I am actually going to have tonight as a chill night. I'm going to have some game time with Jason before we go to bed, because we're probably only going to get an hour in before I'll need to KO completely. So we're going to have a games night tonight instead, and then tomorrow, depending on what time little man wakes up, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do some exercise in the morning, either before he wakes up or while Jason is looking after him, or if not, I'm hoping to get some exercise done tomorrow evening when I've hopefully recovered from the sleep deprivation for this last week. So pray for me that little man has another good night and I actually get some sleep. So it's Friday night and I'm tired. I'm really tired. Little man has only just gone up to bed. We went out for tea. We originally went into town to get a load of stuff done, which was great because we have a list of jobs that we need to do on the board and we managed to cross 3 of our jobs off today, which was amazing. Then come home, spent some time with little man, and then we actually went out to the pub to meet up with Jason's parents because we haven't seen them in 2 weeks. They really badly wanted to see little man and they were genuinely surprised at how much he has grown and changed and developed over the last 2 weeks alone. They said he's a completely different baby to the baby they saw 2 weeks ago. And he's had some really big developmental leaps in the last couple of days. He is so much more intrigued by everything and so much more grabby. So grabby. It's not there yet, but his grabbing is improving. Yesterday we didn't end up having a game day because the game that we wanted to play turns out needed a big update. It took my computer a good hour and a half to update it, which was really annoying, so we're having a gaming night tonight. I got about 5 to 6 hours sleep last night, which was really good for me. But again, it was very intermittent and broken. I think I woke up at 2 o'clock and then again at 4 and then again at 6. Fed little man when he woke up at 6:30, came down upstairs to express and left him upstairs with dad. We've just got a new baby monitor, so I'm just watching him on the baby monitor. And then I tried to go back down for a nap at 8 o'clock. Little man ended up waking up at 8:30, so I didn't get to nap for very long. Jason brought him downstairs and I thought, well, that's fine because I can nap now instead. And then literally as soon as Jason woke the parrots up, they were chirping and tweeting and making all sorts of noises for the next hour and a half. So that didn't happen, and then my alarm went off because we needed to go to town for my physiotherapy appointment. So it's been a hectic day. It's been a long and hectic day. So we're going to have today as a rest day and chill day. Tomorrow we've got another busy day. Every day just seems so busy at the moment and we just never have time to ourselves. But yes, we're going to try and do some exercise tomorrow. Tomorrow we're actually going down to see one of my parrot friends because she's actually bought her own house, which is very exciting. And she's got a brand new aviary, which is absolutely huge. And she said our parrots can actually go play in it for the day while we're helping her do some stuff with her house. So very much looking forward to that. And then when we get home, we've got all afternoon or all evening to ourselves, so we're really hoping that we can get some exercise done tomorrow. I've got so much video editing to do. So much video editing to do. That's a very angry baby right now. But yeah, it's been a busy week. So far, May isn't looking very busy in general. It's just these first couple of days. I'm hoping I'm going to get a bit more time to myself so that I can actually get some exercise done during his naps or after the evening when he's gone to bed. But at the moment it's just been, this has been some of the busiest 4 months of my life. It really has. Fingers crossed, tomorrow, play date down at my friend's house and then home, look after baby and get some exercise done. Good morning. It's It's not early. It's about 10:30, 20 past 10 right now. If you can't tell by my voice, I'm knackered. It's been another couple of hard days with little man. He is currently going through a growth spurt. I don't know if I've mentioned that before because my brain's not functioning right now and I can't remember where I left you. But he's going through a growth spurt, so his sleeping pattern is everywhere. He actually slept really well last night from about 8 until 1 AM, give or take, and then he started wriggling and getting uncomfy. Then 2 o'clock, Jason finally came to bed. I went to bed at like 12, but I couldn't really sleep because little man was so unsettled, so that was keeping me awake. And Jason came to bed at 2 AM. Little man started thrashing when Jason came to bed. And I do mean thrashing. I could not sleep through it. He was just banging and crashing and he was fast asleep. He was just very uncomfy because he had a full nappy, his nose was getting blocked, and he was just very uncomfortable. So even though he was trying his best to stay asleep, he physically wasn't comfy enough to stay asleep. After half an hour of this thrashing, I did eventually open my eyes with the intention of getting up to change him and realised Jason was still awake, just sat doom scrolling on his phone. So I looked over at Jason and said, Jace, I don't mean to be rude, but if you're awake right now, do you mind sorting him so I can try and get an hour in? And so Jace got up and sorted out little man, brought him downstairs, fed him, changed him, tried to get him to settle, and he would not settle. He was wide awake, and luckily Jason had second wind where you basically don't sleep for so long so your body goes woo awake. So they ended up staying up most of the night together. Apparently they did get a nap in at some point, but apparently it didn't last long before little man was awake, wanting food again, wanting to play again and everything else. So Jason got up and had fed him, changed him, played with him. And it was about an hour or so after that I finally woke up at about 7:30, came downstairs, and poor Jason was so tired. And little man was actually due a feed in about half an hour, so I got set up, I got my breakfast, I got something to drink, I got my expressing gear ready so that I could actually make some food for him for Jason to have later on in the week, or even in situations like today. And sure enough, by 8 o'clock little man was screaming for food, so I hadn't started expressing, so I just threw him on the boob. That gave him a nice big feed and he calmed down and settled down and he was ready for a nap. And I could tell it was going to be a big one because of how long he'd been awake playing with Jason. So I said to Jason, you're shattered, baby's shattered, take him to bed. Just go upstairs, co-sleep with him, just get him settled, have a good sleep because you both need it. And they have been upstairs in bed since about 9 o'clock and it is now about 10:30. I finally finished expressing, so I'm just currently sterilising everything, so sterilising my expressing gear and washing out one of baby's bottles. And then I'm going to try, because I am still very tired myself, we have not slept well this week at all. I am going to try, after I finish sterilising, to get some of my exercises done before they both wake up. But I did want to mention I did see a video by SoheeFit, who is Ben Carpenter's wife, for those who might not know who she is and might know who Ben Carpenter is. They just recently had a baby, same as me, and they're still in the newborn trenches, they're still in the first few weeks. This woman put up a video of her in the gym with her like 2-3 week old baby, and I was so inspired by it because most people can't do that. I certainly couldn't in my first few weeks. It's like, yes, I did some mobility and I have the video evidence to prove I tried to do some mobility training and stuff, but I couldn't be in a gym with a 2-week-old. I was in survival mode for the first 2 weeks. I could not get out of bed. I could not move. I was really freaking struggling. And yet here she is with baby fast asleep on her shoulder doing rows. She's on the leg machine. She's playing with baby while her legs are doing the leg work. And I'm sat there going, you are a freaking amazing woman. Outstanding, such an inspirational woman. But the important thing is, do not compare yourself to these women. At the end of the day, they have the determination and drive to do that, and they have the skill and ability to do that, and that is great for them. But depending on your situation, you may not have that skill and ability, and that's okay, because the first few weeks in the trenches is literally survival mode. Do not think you have to rush back to the gym. If you have the desire and the urgency and the ability to go back to the gym, by all means go for it. If it's great for your mental health or you need it for your mental health, go for it. Just like I did, I need to start doing my mobility, I need to start moving in order for my mental health to get better. But do not give yourself that expectation that you have to do that, is what I'm trying to say. But if you can and you want to, go for it. I did it. Granted, not to that level. I am still in this mindset that if baby is not asleep or preoccupied doing something else, I cannot train. I don't know why I'm in that mindset, but I am. Reality is I should be able to do my exercises while he's awake. I want to be able to do my exercises while he's awake. And we now have this amazing little chair that one of Jason's mum's friends got us, like just gifted us, because apparently I think it was her grandchild's and they no longer needed it, so they passed it on to us. And this little chair is amazing. It's just a little blow up thing, but it means that little man can practice his sitting up, and he can be entertained, and he can play, and he can practice his motor skills, fine motor skills and gross motor skills in it, and we can actually get stuff done while he's just sat there watching us, and it's great and I love it. And my god, I am so glad we are at this point. Hopefully I can start following in SoheeFit's footsteps, so to speak, and actually start doing exercise around little man while he's still awake. That's the goal right now, is to try and get some exercise done while little man is awake, not just when he's asleep and I actually have 5 minutes to myself. However, while he is currently napping upstairs with dad, I am going to try and get some exercises in. So I'm literally just into the fourth exercise of the Tom Morrison set, and I've just heard a noise on the baby monitor, and sure enough I just got a message of Jason saying he's woke up, needs a feed, and he still needs a bit more sleep, so time to go collect baby and then attempt to continue my exercises after baby has been fed. Good morning, Bubba. Someone's very active today. Hiya. What's over there? You're looking at Carl's sex machine again? Yeah. You're fascinated with that Carl's sex machine, aren't you? Really? What else did we dream about? I see. What else is there? Where's... Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Did you have a dream? Yeah, you did. What did you dream about? We finished talking to Mummy. Have we finished having a chat? Yeah. Yeah. So, do you mind? Oh, I see. So, do you mind if Mummy tries to get... What else do you have to say? Oh, I see. What else? Do you mind going on your... Apparently I can't get a word in edgeways today. No. Do you mind going on your playmat or on your chair so that Mummy can finish her exercises? Is that okay? Is that all right? Because Mummy really needs the stretch because her back is hurting from picking you up.
see. Are we bored? Are we fed up of exercises? Mummy still needs to stretch, so can you come stretch with Mummy as well? Is that okay? Yeah? Does that sound good? No, Mummy needs to do her stretches. Oh dear.
So we are done. I say we're done. I didn't manage to get all of my stretches done, but I've got a good chunk of them done. Little man got a bit restless on his back and wanted up, and unfortunately I couldn't really do most of my stretches while he's on me or being carried by me, and he really wanted snack time and a nap. So he's had snack time, but now he's absolutely refusing to go down for a nap. So Jason's just come downstairs, so he's now looking after little man. So I need a shower because it's actually my granddad's 95th birthday today. And he is looking his age, let's put it that way. For the first time, this last year, he's really gone downhill. I am trying to go see him as often as I can, especially now little man is in the picture. That's easier said than done. It's really easier said than done. I swear I've got no time. I don't understand how I don't have a full-time job, and yet I have less time now than I ever had when I was working full-time. It makes no sense. But I am going to quickly get a shower and then we're going to go to my granddad's. That's me done for the week. Yay. That's all my exercise. I only got 2 exercises in this week, but 2 exercises are better than no exercises. I'm happy with that. But now that I know that I can actually exercise with a little man around while he's awake, now that he's a bit more self-sufficient, means that hopefully I should be able to get exercises done more often and even incorporate him into the exercises a bit more. So I'm very much looking forward to that. He's going to be my personal little weight for a while. Well, I will end this video here and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.